Grand Sugar Mass 51 parades are just about 3 weeks away, and here with us is Clement Ogarro, Public Relations Officer for Sugar Mass 51, to give us an overview of some of the past and upcoming events leading up to the parades. Now, Sugar Mass 51 is going to be really exciting. Glad that you were here with us, Mr. Ogarro, to give us a rundown of all of these events. And let's start with some of the events that have already occurred.
So, I think exciting is an understatement.
Really? Okay, let's go. You start.
But good morning, SKN. Glad to be back here again. And before I go, I want to say happy anniversary to you guys.
Thank you.
I know it was, a couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
Yes.
Last week,
a week and a half? Yeah.
The 6th.
Yeah. Okay, good. So happy anniversary. But Sugar Mass has been going pretty well so far. As you know, the opening was a spectacle.
Yes.
And I guess people tend to judge the carnival by what happens at the opening. And we had a massive crowd. People were lining up on the road early to see the parade. And then, I mean, you know, it culminated in Carnival Village with, I'm telling you, it was a great showing by the creative economy. I wanted to say culture, but their creative economy now. They're the ones who did the presentation. The Carnival Committee, of course, collaborated with them as it relates to infrastructure. So that went off pretty well. That was Friday the 2nd. And since that, we've had a lot of activities. We had the Soca Monarch eliminations, Power and Groovy on the Saturday and Sunday night. In the background of all that, we had a Calypso Soca judging workshop facilitated by Nubia Williams out of Trinidad. And all the judges who've judged the Junior Calypso and the Senior Calypso eliminations this past weekend were at the workshop. They attended the workshop. So. Yeah, we've had that was week 1. So we're ready for this Soca Monarch eliminations. Soca Monarch finals, and it's the Digicel Soca Monarch finals, which would be held on the 21st of December. We have 8 in the Groovy, 8 in the Power segment, and looking pretty good so far.
Okay.
Looking very good so far.
Competition?
Yes, there's always stiff competition, and there's always people who believe that, you know, hey.
We won't say it.
I know, there's a lot of discussions going on online right now about the finalists that were chosen from the Flow Calypso eliminations over the past 2 nights. I can't say anything other than I hope that we have a great finals. I think that we will have a great final. So that was the previous week. This weekend, of course, it started out with the Festive Fridays, which is a new initiative. So we're downtown on Fridays, starting at I think midday. So we have some lunchtime concerts. We have people performing, bands, and then it culminated with the Flow Junior Calypso Monarch. And interestingly this year, all the competitors, all 6 of them were from Nevis.
Ooh.
Yes, and we had Invincible defending 5 crowns in the Junior Calypso Monarch competition. And he was defeated by Queen Nevia. He came first runner-up, and Dequan came second runner-up. Okay. And we had a great show. Again, I want to say thanks to King Irvin Sweeney. He was one of the he was the main, he was the main person who initiated the Junior Calypso Monarch back in 1973. Okay. And this year he's decided to adopt this show for the next 3 years. He's providing the first, second, and third. So King, first run-up, second run-up with trophies. Okay. And also a prize money. Prize money is of $1,973. Synonymous with the year that the Calypso, Junior Calypso was started. And it's broken down $1,000 for the winner, $550 for the first run-up, and $423 for the second runner-up. So congratulations to all those guys. Then Saturday morning early, I'm like, what? People are up this early? It's only it's only early December, but I think people were just ready to be outside. And so the Digicel Bacchanal Road early jam was very, very special. Lots of people in the street, and then the wet down at the end of it. So yeah, I don't know how the folks who were taking public transportation got home, because I wouldn't let anybody in my bus.
So, Mr. Manak, let's talk about the makeup artist contest.
Say that again?
The makeup artist contest.
That is going pretty well, as you can tell. We're seeing a lot of creativity when it comes to the makeup contest, and the winner has not been announced as yet, but there will be some excitement when it's announced, because there's a prize money. There's prize monies, I should say, involved for the first, second, and third. This is the second year in a row that they're doing it, and it has really taken a life of its own, and has put Carnival in a different space, because we're accustomed to calypso, soca, being on the road and stuff like that. But yeah, it has taken Carnival to a special place, and it has shown us how talented, how creative our people are. And so, creative ministry, creative economy ministry got a lot of work to do.
It seems like you're collaborating well. When it comes to the most anticipated events, those that are upcoming, what do you think they are?
Well, I can tell you, as someone who's sat in the Carnival office, it's the Talented Teen Pageant.
For sure.
That is the ticket that we cannot hold in the office. I know folks are worried because some of them haven't gotten any tickets yet, but there's no need to worry. No need to worry. This week, there will be some changes announced. And so more tickets will become available, because we'll be able to accommodate more people. Last week when we put up the sign, tickets sold out, it was because we were still at the venue, which was the Marriott Dome, and it only holds a certain amount of people.
Yes.
Well, with the public interest so high in this competition, we've had to make some change. We have to make some changes, and the Carnival Chair would announce those changes early this week. Yes, we've had to make some significant changes as it relates to venue for the show, because we just couldn't keep people from.
I anticipated that you would, though. I sort of anticipated it. That you would change the venue.
Well, absolutely, there was no choice. And even prior to the opening, where the girls were presented, that was the hot ticket. And as you know, the school spirit, showed on that night.
Yes.
I didn't expect it, but I sat next to someone watching the show, and I'm not a good show watcher, but I saw the entire opening, and I was sitting next to someone who said to me, if you think what you've seen so far was good, just wait until those talented teen girls come out. And we want to say thanks to Republic Bank for adopting the show, sponsoring the show, and it has gone pretty well so far. I think that right now has proven to be the highlight. The second one, I think, is going to be the Road March.
Okay.
Because Road March is always a controversy. This year, of course, the Carnival Committee has increased the winning prize money to $20,000 for the winner. Now, we've known in the past where bands, artists, calypsonians are releasing their songs just before Juve, and we wanted to change that. So, if you wanted to enter the Road March, you had to register your song by the 18th of November and have it released on a local radio station by the 25th. That was done, and we have 18 songs that are registered for the Road March, and we're also, I think it's like 11 artists, because some of the artists registered more than one song. So that too is going to be a great anticipation. It will be judged on Juve morning. The judging criteria, and I'm not going to give you points now, but there's four judging points along the route, and each song, each band, each DJ, whatever it is, has they have to pass at least 3 times. Sorry, they have to, of the 4, they have to pass 3 of them. So they don't necessarily have to pass all 4. And then there's the component of the performance, which took place in 2018 and 2019 in the circus. There's still a lot of discussions going on with the high command to ensure that, you know, everyone will be safe on the routes and stuff. So can't really say much about the routes right now, but we've expanded the routes for the Grand Parade. I know that for sure. And all this information will be revealed pretty soon. We just don't want to get ahead of ourselves. I mean, we have to wait on the high command. We're in discussions with them to ensure that, you know, everyone's safe. Because that's the key.
All right, really quickly in our last few moments, I want to talk with you about the parade. The parade, new troops, anything of the sort that you can tell us.
We have 11.
Nice.
11, this is a record. We've never had 11 mass bands, troops, you know, in Carnival. So a lot of the traditional ones are coming back. Of course, Ultra is coming back to defend a 3-year reign, 3 or 4 year reign, I think. Lux is in as well. They came in 2019 and made a great impression. Fun Vibes is back. So I mean, you know, we're expecting it to be mass on the road. The parade is going to be extended because of the amount of troops we have. Because we don't, I mean, bottleneck in Carnival is not a bad thing. Because, you know, you want to show the world that you have, you know, 1 million people on the road in St. Kitts for Carnival. So, yeah, I mean, that's also going to be a spectacle. There's a lot of, you know, back and forth with the, you know, the revelers. And from what I've seen so far, the costumes are looking pretty good. You know,
Nice.
I usually play mass. I don't know. At my age, I don't know if I'm able this year.
What age?
Sugar Mass 51 will keep you young. That's what I'm going to say.
Exactly. Indeed.
All right, well, Mr. Ogarro, thank you so much for coming and sharing what you've been working on with us.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You guys have always been nice to me, so I appreciate. I don't mind getting up early in the morning. I mean, the traffic's a mess coming here, okay? Because I live in the University District, University of Ross. So it's a mess, but I made it.
Yes.
I'm glad that you did.